Welcome back, history buffs, to 1969. It was a remarkable one, filled with groundbreaking achievements, cultural milestones, and unforgettable moments. Let's dive into some of the most memorable events that defined this extraordinary year. This is old news. We begin with one of humanity's greatest achievements, the Apollo 11 moon landing. On July 20th, 1969, astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to set foot on the moon. Armstrong's famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," echoed around the world as millions watched in awe. The two spent about 21 hours on the lunar surface, conducting experiments and collecting samples while Michael Collins orbited above, ensuring their safe return. The meticulous planning and execution of this mission, led by NASA, involving thousands of scientists and engineers, showcased the pinnacle of teamwork and dedication, the power of human ingenuity, and the spirit of exploration. It also fulfilled President Kennedy's vision, stated in the 1961 speech, "I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth." And further emphasized in 62, "We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard, because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win." Meanwhile, back on Earth, music and culture were experiencing a revolution of their own. The Woodstock Music and Art Fair, held from August 15th to 18 in Bethel, New York, became a defining moment of the counterculture movement. Over 400,000 people gathered for 3 days of peace, love, and music, featuring legendary performances by Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, The Who, and many more. Amid the chaotic backdrop of the Vietnam War and civil unrest, Woodstock offered a temporary utopia where music became a powerful unifier. Performances like Hendrix's rendition of The Star-Spangled Banner became iconic, encapsulating the spirit of rebellion and hope. Despite the rain and mud, Woodstock symbolized the era's ideals of harmony and free expression. 1969 also saw significant advancements in technology. The first successful test of the ARPANET, the precursor to the Internet, took place in October. This groundbreaking development laid the foundation for the digital age, transforming how we communicate and access information. On the political front, Richard Nixon was inaugurated as the 37th President of the United States on January 20th, 1969. Nixon's presidency began amidst a turbulent time, with the ongoing Vietnam War and widespread social unrest. One of his early actions was to initiate the Vietnamization policy aimed at gradually reducing American involvement in Vietnam and transferring combat responsibilities to the South Vietnamese forces. In addition to these momentous events, the year had its share of light-hearted moments in entertainment. The first ever Monty Python's Flying Circus episode aired in October, introducing the world to the surreal and hilarious comedy troupe. Their absurd sketches and memorable catchphrases quickly gained a cult following, leaving a lasting impact on comedy. And premiering in November was Sesame Street, the beloved children's television show that introduced us to iconic characters like Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch, and Cookie Monster, and would go on to educate and entertain generations. In sports, 1969 was a year of miracles. The New York Mets, once the laughingstock of Major League Baseball, stunned the world by winning their first World Series. Dubbed the Miracle Mets, They defeated the Baltimore Orioles in 5 games, bringing joy and disbelief to their long-suffering fans. The victory was a testament to the unpredictability and excitement of sports, reminding us that anything is possible. Fashion in the late 60s reflected the vibrant and eclectic spirit of the times. The mod look continued to dominate, with miniskirts, go-go boots, and bold patterns becoming wardrobe staples. But more avant-garde styles also began to emerge. The space-age influence brought futuristic designs, metallic fabrics, and bold patterns. Designers like André Courrèges and Pierre Cardin led this trend, pushing the boundaries of fashion and embracing innovation. How did you like this episode? Did you recall any memories or learn anything new? Please spread the word. This has been Old News, a year in review. In the words of Winston Churchill, those that fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Join us next time as we explore another fascinating year in history